Today, y'all, I wanted to talk about Borderlands 2. And later in the video, I'm going to talk a little bit about Borderlands 4, my opinion on it. To put it simply, Borderlands 2 is still a masterpiece. This game, mind you, was made back in the year 2012. Not made, but released in the year 2012. It is truly a masterpiece of a game. And most importantly, the gameplay still holds up even in the year 2025. If I were to compare this title to other titles that were great back in the day, like Assassin's Creed 3, it's up there. It's up there. And Assassin's Creed 3, mind you, is my favorite Assassin's Creed of all time. And the most underrated Assassin's Creed, in my opinion. But that being said, today we're talking about Borderlands 2, not Assassin's Creed. And to put it simply, Borderlands 2 has a simple gameplay loop, yet at the same time, it's kind of mastered in this game. It's a looter shooter, right? But you can pick your class, which the class picking is what spices up the looter shooter genre, right? Like if it was just purely a looter shooter, I don't think it would be that great of a game, to be honest. But each character has abilities, each character has flavor, each character is flushed out, and you like each character. Like, for example, my favorite character in the game, and this is not an original take by any means, is Krieg. But I think it's really hilarious in a way that Krieg has an inner dialogue where he's a completely normal fucking person, and then he has his outside dialogue, or what he tells other people, and he obviously can't speak correctly. But I think it's hilarious that internally he's completely sane and externally he's completely insane, which I think is fucking hilarious. Also, Handsome Jack as a villain, S-tier villain. He's up there with some of the best villains in all of gaming history, right? He's written really, really well, I must say. He is written, honestly, one of the best villains I've ever seen in a game. His story is amazing. I'm kind of rooting for him low-key more than I'm rooting for my own character. That being said, I still like Krieg more than Handsome Jack, so had to take the dub. Anyway, the story's great. It's fun. It's exciting. I won't spoil too much about it because you need to play it. And I know it's been 13 years and you've had plenty of time to play it. I've just stumbled across it within the past year, and I don't want to ruin the experience for you guys because it's phenomenal, to say the least. The game does have a few issues, I must say. There are some invisible walls, and jumping over certain objects is definitely not the best. But that being said, this game was made 13 years ago. I can kind of give it a little bit of a pass. And honestly, it doesn't detract too much from the fun I have playing the game, from how well the story is written, from playing with my friends. It does not detract that much from that experience. I just think it's noteworthy to say that. Moving on to our next point in today's topic and discussion, it's Stutterlands 4. Okay, Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 is $70. Let me remind you, $70. And this game, Borderlands 2, is $4. What I am going to tell you is I'm going to not recommend Borderlands 4. I'm going to recommend you buy Borderlands 2. Even if you want to buy Borderlands 4, buy Borderlands 2, play Borderlands 2 to the full extent. Then, if you love Borderlands 2, what I would say is I would progress to Borderlands 4. But honestly, I would not buy Borderlands 4. The reason why I wouldn't buy Borderlands 4 is because it's really Stutterlands 4. The amount of invisible walls and the amount of stuttering people encounter is unacceptable from this gaming company, from this game creation company. It is unacceptable. And I'm sick of AAA games releasing unoptimized bullshit into the market. Just the other day, somebody commented on one of my videos who said they had a 15, mind you, this is a comment, and technically anybody can say anything in a comment. But what I've seen throughout the internet as a whole justifies this guy's claim. This guy has a RTX 5090. He's literally running the game on a NASA supercomputer, and he can't even get 60 FPS. What does that say about the game? What does that say about the game's optimization? What does that say about their game testing? It's like they don't even do it anymore. These companies don't give a fuck. Their CEO literally blames you for the game running like dog shit. Don't get me wrong. If you try to run a game that looks good on a potato, it may not run the best. It may not run at all. But a guy with a 5090 should be able to run the game. And this is not a hot take. And it just goes to show you that the CEOs, that the devs, do not give a fuck about your player experience at these AAA studios. They just don't. They only care about one thing, and it's their bottom line. And what I'm going to tell you, you should really think about doing it. If you actually care about gaming as a whole, you should not buy this shit unfinished product until they fix the stuttering, until they fix the game optimization. I wouldn't buy it. And the attitude they give their fans, their loyal supporters, I wouldn't buy it for the next 3 years, even if the game was good. I really dislike when companies hate their supporters that have been loyal even through maybe not the best game. And that game was called Borderlands 3. It was, let's be honest, the story was not as good as Borderlands 2. I mean, not a lot of stories are going to be better than Borderlands 2. I'm just going to put that out there. Obviously, not every villain they're going to have is as good as Borderlands 2, but I think they lost some of their character when they wrote Borderlands 3 because of whatever reason. They didn't want to make dick jokes, which, you know, when you build an audience on that, you can't kind of get away from that. Kind of need to stay true to yourself, kind of need to keep that passion within the game, and clearly they don't give a fuck about you. So why give a fuck about them? You know what, I'm going to say this: do not buy Borderlands 4. Do not buy it until they fix their fucking issues with the game. It's a new game. It shouldn't have fucking issues. Albeit, I will say, not every game upon release is going to be perfect. I understand that, and there are going to be a few glitches, few bugs. And as a game company, the bare minimum you should say, if there's a lot of stuttering issues, is you should say, first of all, you should start off with an apology. Hey, we apologize to our fans that we didn't make a finished product. We are working our best to finish it right now as fast as possible for y'all. We hope y'all have a great experience with the product we made. Again, this is on us, and we would like to extend an apology. But that's not what the CEO says. He says, basically, go fuck yourself. Even if you have a NASA computer, you are still the fucking problem. And that's quite simply unacceptable. It's unacceptable. With that being said, I want to leave it off on a good note today. Borderlands 2 is a great game. I want you guys to go out. I want you to play it if you haven't already. I want you to go buy it because it is a great product. It is a great game. I want y'all to experience it. Without further ado, y'all, I hope y'all have a great day. And as always, junk it out.